What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to Center Shot Archery, and this week we're going to be kicking off a new series called Short Draw Bow Speeds. Alright, so kicking off the series, we're going to be starting out with the PSE Sicario. I'm going to be doing one bow a week, so this week we'll be starting this PSE Sicario. What we're going to be doing is shooting the bow at its lowest draw length available, going up to 28 inches at 70 pounds, then retesting it again at 60 pounds. So that's going to be the test parameters, just giving us a general idea of what kind of speeds we're getting for us shorter draw lengths. Just to give you guys a little bit of context, my draw length is pretty short. I'm a short dude, 5'5". Draw length is 28 inches, probably closer to 27, but I cheated a little bit with the index release. So yeah, we'll be kicking off with the PSE Sicario. Right now it's set at 28 inches. So to save some time there, we'll just start out at 28 inches. Then we'll go down 1 inch at a time until we get down to the lowest draw length. Arrows I'll be using is going to be Victory Rip XVs. Total overall arrow weight is going to be around 438 grains. All right, I'm not going to go over too much of the specs of the PSE Sicario. You guys can look it up online at psearchery.com. Everyone's familiar with it. It's the Speed King of 2026, so we're just going to get started. All right, so first arrow, 28 inches, 70 pounds. Let's see what kind of speeds we'll get. We'll shoot 3 arrows to get an average. First shot, 291. $290. Field tip a little loose there. $291 for a 291 average. All right, let's move it to 27 inches and see where we get. All right, so now the bow is adjusted down to 27 inches of draw length, still 70 pounds, shooting the same arrow, 438 grains, and we'll do the same thing, 3-shot average. $281. $279. $279. So that gives us a 279 average. All right, we'll move it down to 26 inches. All right, now we're at 26 inches. Same thing. 3 arrows over the chrono. Let's see what we get. $270. $269. $271 for a 270 average. All right, we're going to be moving it down to 25 inches. and we'll be right back. All right, now we're at 25 inches. Sicario does come down to 24 and a half, but we're gonna stop at 25. After this series of shots, I will be lowering the poundage down to 60 pounds at 25 inches, then seeing what kind of speeds we get there, then climbing back up to 28 inches. So this is 25 inches, 70 pounds, 438 grain arrow speed test. All right. All right. 261. $259. $258. So you lose a little bit more efficiency at the bottom of the cam, but let's see what it does at 60 pounds. I'll be right back. All right, now we're down at 60 pounds, 25 inches, 3 arrows again. Then we'll go up to 26 inches after. All right, first shot. $240. $240. $240. All right, let's go up to 26 inches. All right, now we're back to 26 inches, 60 pounds. Same thing, 3 arrows, 438 grain arrows. Tongue tied today. All right, here we go. First shot. $249. $250. $250. So about $250 average at 26 inches, 60 pounds. Bumping it up to 27 next. All right, now we are at 27 inches, 60 pounds of draw weight. Let's see what we get. $259. $260. $258. All right, we're going back up to 28 inches now. All right, we're back at 28 inches, 60 pounds. Let's see what the Sicario is doing at 28 inches, 60 pounds with a 438 grain arrow. So far, it's looking consistent, getting about 10 feet per second per inch, which is on par. Let's see what this does. All right, that feels much better. 270. $269. 268. So right about 9 feet per second. So what did we learn? Looks like for every inch you dropped, you lost about 10 feet per second. For every 10 pounds you went down, you lost about another 10 feet per second. So it kind of gives you an idea of what kind of speeds you're beginning shooting a realistic hunting arrow. Yeah, let me know what you guys think about this, and let me know what bow you guys want to see next. Unfortunately, I am not a Matthews or Hoyt dealer at the moment, so I can't get any of those bows, but I do have Elites, Bears, Bowtech, and Expedition. So those will probably be next. All right, catch you guys on the next one. All right, guys, sorry I didn't get to close out the video properly. Had a customer walk in last minute, but just want to give a quick reminder about my giveaway and my journey to 1,000 subscribers. Remember, subscribe to my YouTube, like my Facebook, like my Instagram page for 3 entries. Giveaway ends at 1,000 followers on each platform. Thank you.